Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about a very special coin that some people say could be worth up to $10,000. Yes, you heard that right, $10,000 for just one quarter. That coin is the 1999 Georgia State quarter with the P mint mark. This video will explain why some of these coins are so valuable, the history behind them, and what kind of errors you should be looking for if you want to know if your coin is rare. Now, let's start from the beginning. In 1999, the United States Mint started a program called the 50 State Quarters Program. The idea was to release a quarter for each state, with its own design, over the next few years. Each coin has its own market value, history, and design. The Georgia quarter was the fourth coin in the series and was released after Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. The front of the coin, also called the reverse, shows a picture of the state of Georgia, along with a peach, which is the state fruit. There are also oak branches on both sides and a ribbon with the state's motto, wisdom, justice, moderation. At the bottom of the coin, you'll see the year 1999 and a small letter, P, which means the coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, most of these coins are only worth their face value, just 25 cents. Millions and millions were made, so they're not exactly rare. You can still find them in your pocket change, and most people don't think twice about them. But, like with many coins, there are a few special versions that have something different about them. These differences are called mint errors, and when a coin has one of these errors, collectors may be willing to pay a lot more for it. One type of error is called an off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't lined up correctly during the minting process. Part of the design might be missing or shifted to the side. If the off-center is only small, it may not be worth much. But if a big part of the design is missing and you can still see the date, it could be worth $100 or even more. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable it can be. Another error to look for is a double die. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the machine, but not in the same exact position. You can sometimes see this on the letters, numbers, or even the peach design. It will look like there's a shadow or like the image has been copied twice. This kind of error can be worth hundreds of dollars depending on how strong the doubling is and how good the condition of the coin is. There's also something called a wrong planchet error. A planchet is just the blank piece of metal that gets stamped into a coin. Sometimes, by mistake, a quarter is struck on the wrong kind of metal. For example, instead of using a quarter blank, the machine might use a blank meant for a dime or even a foreign coin. If you find a Georgia quarter that's smaller, thinner, or a strange color, it might be a wrong planchet error. These are very rare and can be worth thousands of dollars. Another possible error is called a missing clad layer. Most U.S. quarters are made of copper in the middle and have a shiny nickel layer on the outside. But sometimes, that outside layer is missing on one side or both sides. This makes the coin look dull or copper-colored instead of silver. If you find one like this and it's real, it could be worth a few $100s or more. So why do some people say a 1999 Georgia quarter could be worth $10,000? Well, it's usually not just one error that makes it that valuable. It's a combination of things. If a coin has a rare error and is also in perfect or near-perfect condition, the value can go way up. Coin collectors use a grading system to judge how perfect a coin is. The best grade is MS-70, which means the coin looks exactly like it did the day it was made, no scratches, no marks, nothing. If a rare error coin also has a very high grade, that's when it can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can actually make it worth less. Instead, handle it carefully, maybe with gloves or by the edges, and store it in a safe place like a coin holder. You can also get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll examine the coin, give it a grade, and even give you a certificate that proves its value. Finding a valuable coin is like finding treasure. It doesn't happen every day, but it does happen. People have found rare coins in their change, at garage sales, or even in old coin jars at home. So take a few extra seconds next time you get a quarter in your hand. Look at the date, check for a mint mark P, and see if anything looks strange or different about the coin. So to sum it all up, the 1999 Georgia quarter is usually just a regular coin, but in rare cases, it can be worth a lot of money. If it has an error like an off-center strike, double die, wrong planchet, or missing clad layer and it's in great condition, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some of the rarest examples have sold for up to $10,000. That's why coin collecting is so fun, you never know what you might find. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. We talk about rare coins, how to find them, and how much they're worth. Good luck with your coin hunting, and who knows, maybe you have a $10,000 coin sitting in your pocket right now.